Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul. You're watching me on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel, or my talk show. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I always come up with new ideas and try to inform you of latest development, whatever is happening in the real world. Because I strongly feel that if you keep yourself motivated and updated, you will be an apt personality for each and every opportunity that will come your way, and you'll be able to perform your role very aptly, because it is important that we be diligent, we be someone who can have adeptness, who will have agility to perform and to learn each and every work or whatever comes in front of you. Because if you know how to hone your skills, how to adapt and assimilate new knowledge, you will certainly be able to perform better. And that is why I always try to incite certain personality, certain knowledge, that if you will inculcate or imbibe that principles, you will certainly be able to proliferate your own presence over internet or whatever you want to do in your life. If you want to hone your skills, if you want to grab certain knowledge, you'll be able to achieve that, because that is what we want to foster. And that is why I always try to ignite certain fire within you. Sometimes I talk about controversial points. It may not be controversial for if you have deep vision, but if you don't have deep vision, if you don't have clarity, and if you like to live in illusions, then it will be a little bit radical thought for you. And that is what we incite, because we want you to change, we want you to see through the veil whatever is happening, what is the reality behind it, how to perform each and every act, and how to perceive our environment and each and every event that is unfolding around, how it is impacting our real world. So if you will have view about that, you will certainly think of it, and you'll certainly go in that way direction, because we want to bring awareness and awaken spirit is more important. If you have awareness, you will look through the veil and you will have clarity, you will have intuition, you will have creativity, you'll have discernment ability, whatever is happening around. If you will see it, try to see it in a perfect way, you can bring amazing things to this world. This is what we want, because our country, it got freedom in 1947. Before that, it was in colonial age, from British people, by the British people. But what happened before that? Before colonialism, in ancient time, India was a very rich culture. It has its richness, and even people say that almost world's 23% growth, GDP, was belonging to India prior to colonialism. This is what is the record of India. But after independence, we got through a lot of development. I would not say that we haven't developed, but if we compare ourselves with the China or USA, we are far behind. The rich culture and heritage we had prior to colonialism, we could not gain that. And this happened because of the failure of the intelligence. What would you think about China? China adapted a religion whose creator was an Indian, Buddha. But Indians were not accepting his principles, his knowledge, his disseminated knowledge. That was quite a powerful thing, because it is important. If you want development, you should have clarity, every kind of clarity, even metaphysical. If you don't have clarity to lead your country, to lead your society, then how can you bring innovation? How can you bring creativity at the workplace? Because if you want transformation and innovation, everybody will have to think rationally and will have to think more creatively, how to bring changes in our society, how to bring innovation in each and every work. But what happened to our country? We adapted a religion, you know, so so such kind of rituals or whatever you say, dogmatic principles, doctrines that we have accepted. It brings us more delusional reality in our country. We don't want to get out of that rituals. We don't want to get out of that kind of mentality, and that is what prevents us. You won't even understand. Once you will dive into metaphysical, or once you will go in altered state of, stage of consciousness, you will read and you will see that whatever is happening, once you will have clarity and vision, altered state of mind and consciousness is a realm where you see, if you have real discernment, you will see that whatever is going on, it is interacting with you very subtly, and it is trying to teach you something special. And there you will tap that what has been the subtle failure in your rituals, in your religion, and in your dogmatic principles, or in your doctrines, whatever you have accepted, how it is keeping you back, how it is giving you low, frequency, how it is keeping you, such kind of, giving you such kind of mindset, which is always thinking backward, not coming out of that. It was centuries back when there was untouchability. There was, different kind of thinking about a particular section of society, because they were not clean, because they did not have resources to make themselves clean or to make themselves prosper. And the same if we'll bring it today and we will carry it forward, we will not get such kind of clarity, we will not go ahead in our time. And that is why, if we want to foster development, it is essential and important that we stop these kind of rituals, we stop this kind of untouchability, or that kind of backward mindset. If we cannot stop today, we will be back again and again. We have to bring reforms in Hinduism, and every kind of bad rituals or bad kind of dogmatic principle and doctrines, we have to identify that, and we have to obliterate it, we have to dissipate it away from our system. And if we cannot, then we will be always back. This is the time. And government and other institutions, they should think it clearly. They cannot be superstitious, they cannot be in long back form kind of, regulations. They have to come forward, they have to be more liberated, they have to find liberal mindset, they have to bring clarity and rationalism. Otherwise the country will be engulfed by these kind of hatred. These are the emotions that will keep you back, and that is why it has to be dissipated. Hatred and every kind of anger, that emanates out of your religion, or out of your, hatred of religion, of other kind of people which you don't tolerate because of your religion or whatever mindset you have brought in, it should be obliterated altogether. And politicians should never come in religious rituals or religious participation. They should never come. They should never try to project this kind of thing. If they will stop, then only the clarity will come in our country. Otherwise the society is being polarized. They have to understand, they have moral responsibility as well as political responsibility to carry forward this nation in a particular direction where we can find development, we can find innovation, not this kind of superstitious mindset which will always keep us back. And that is what I want. Bring clarity in our society. And that is one of the most important things. You won't even imagine, there are several peoples in the world who are very developed, who have found certain clarity, but their moral principles are also wrong. They want to create such kind of deception around you and such kind of manipulation all the time that you could not get out of that. For that, you should have clarity, you should have vision, so that you can see out of the veil. You can pierce through the veil and you can see the reality, how they are confining you. They know each and everything subtly, but what they will say? They will say that a lot of radical fabrication they will try to bring in front of you. They will say, where are the aliens? They know exactly how in subtle realm entities play, powers play very subtly, which has no existence. That's why we bring radicalism. That is why we bring, rational thoughts. That is why we don't try to bring it in mainstream. But they will ask, where is the alien? But they know everything. How the subtle mindset, how the altered state of mind can dominate reality, and can bring prosperity to the people. But they want to manipulate you. They want to keep you in dark all the time with certain thoughts, with certain, exaggerated thoughts, exaggerated kind of principles, whatever they bring out of pseudoscience or whatever you say, they want to confine you. And you have to see through veils. They know exactly. But what they promote? The evil mindset. The evil mindset. One of the, jokers who is nowadays dominating very badly, he told that we try to we process such a kind of chicken meats or eggs in an hour that even in world would not be doing such kind of mass processing of meats or whatever he says. It is okay. But what he is trying to do, what he's trying to tell you, all the time he is fabricating. Why? You won't even understand. Because he has not satiated his own soul with truth, and he has seen that it is very difficult to come with truth, and to go ahead with truth. It is very difficult. Even when the Jesus tried to bring light, when he gone with truth, when he disseminated the truth around, many religious people and many high standard people, came against him, and that is why he was crucified, and that is what they tapped into. They knew that from millennium it has been difficult to come with truth, and whoever is coming with truth, he should have more guts, and that is what they don't have, and that is why they fabricate, that is why they lean on that kind of mentality, keeping always you in dark and try to fabricate things, which do not work actually. Why a little man, single-handedly taken over their army? They are very grouped, there are many people, the group of people, they know exactly what is going on. But why few people have taken them down? Because they know that their fabricated reality will crumble in the pressure of God, wisdom, and truth. And that is why they were afraid of Lord Jesus. I'm not asking you to come, in the fabrication of all these things, but I want to tell you, once you'll ignite the flame within, the truth within, you will be able to see everything. I just want you to see everything until bring certain changes, little changes in your society, all the rituals, all the doctrines, which can make you powerful being, which can give you peace of mind. Otherwise, in altered state of reality, you will not find peace of mind. Whatever rituals you do, whatever dung of animals, or whatever rituals you bring into the place, you think that is it sacred? It is not sacred, my dear. 10 crore people is going in a little river and trying to make it dirty. At that big place, that dirty place, you're trying to take a dip and you're showing the world that you have been cleaned out of all the sins that you have done. It is not going to work. You will see when you will perceive and when you will walk the truth, the true path, you will have to go through fire. You will not understand how much difficult it is to attain reality. And once you will have the reality in your mind, in your clarity, in your vision, you will stick to that. Whatever comes your way, you will try to see that, you will try to go through that, because you have faith in the real God, which is within you, nowhere else, not in any kind of a stone, not in any kind of other personality, who is creating delusions, who is trying to do certain rituals. They don't even understand what they are doing at the place where they are worshipping. They're doing, actually they're calling the devils. They don't even understand the real God, which is within you. You have to search, you have to go through changes, you have to question. You should have inquisitive mind to question everything, to look beyond, and then you'll understand what is real God, what is your own higher self, how you interact with the real God, how your own intuition, how your own clarity, how your own discernment is only God. Nothing else is going to protect you. Whenever you pray to yourself. You're listening to your own mind, to your own higher self. You're praying to Him, which is connected to the real God. Nobody else. Whatever you pray, you do, you are just trying to talk to yourself, and that is why development is happening in your life. And lately, if you don't have that clarity, you devote it, you say that this is being done by because of monkey, because I have prayed in front of monkey. It never happens that way. It's your own higher self. That is what you have to recognize. And once you walk that very path, you'll understand that you're walking on fire. Such kind of clarity you should have, such kind of guts you should have, such kind of, you know, a strong determination you should have. You today won't understand what I'm trying to tell you because you have illusions. You have a strong dogmatic faith in your brain which cannot be altered by my voice right now. But once you'll go through the challenges of life, you will perceive that and you will understand what is reality. Even an altered state of consciousness, the souls, the right forces try to make you understand, but you are oblivion. But when your eyes will open, you will see everything. Thank you for listening to me.